Welcome back to Hyphens Haven, the space for multi-hyphenate artists who work on stage and off, in front of the camera and behind the scenes. We share our paths to becoming who we are. I am Drea of Dream of Drea, and I'm excited to introduce you to a rising star in the sport of boxing. He fights in the super featherweight division, and he has performed in arenas across the United States like MGM Grand in Vegas, State Farm Arena in Atlanta, to Madison Square Garden in New York City. He is currently undefeated with a 12-0 record, having had his last fight in Atlanta on March 29th at the Overtime Arena. He is from my hometown of Albany, Georgia. And again, I am so excited and honored to share him with you. And his name is Haven Brady Jr. Hi, Haven. How are you?
Hey, how you doing? How you doing today?
I am great. Again, I'm so honored that you're taking the time to share your journey with us. And as we always want the audience to get to know our artists, we start from the very beginning, the genesis. So can you tell us about your parents or your guardians, those who raised you? Tell us about their professions and yeah, that space.
Well, my mom and dad, we all own a gym, a boxing gym, after school program, summer program. And my mom also have another job. My dad also have another job, but we all share the gym and summer program with the kids. And we just very big on giving back to giving back to the community and trying to like create a safe haven for a lot of kids that don't have that safe haven at home.
Wonderful. That's a great initiative to your journey. Were you raised with siblings or any particular close relatives with you?
Yes, I have a younger brother that he's 16 years old.
Okay. And as you are growing, let's take it back to your elementary school days. What elementary school did you attend?
I went to Lincoln Elementary Magnet School.
Lincoln Elementary Magnet School, which is the school my daughter goes to currently. And was there a teacher at Lincoln who took notice of you and saw your talents and wanted to help nourish that gift in you?
No, ma'am, not necessarily. When I was younger, I played a lot of basketball coming up. I didn't get very serious with boxing until middle school, high school. So elementary I did it, but it wasn't that big. My number one priority was basketball. So I was a big time, like I was majoring basketball. But as I got older, it kind of trans translated to boxing, and I started taking that career super serious.
Okay, well, let's talk about your middle school. What middle school did you attend?
Robert Cross. I went to Robert
Robert
Cross.
Cross.
Yes,
Robert
ma'am.
Cross, which is an outstanding middle school in the state of Georgia. I think right now it's currently number 2 in the state. So yes, Robert Cross Middle School. Was there a teacher at Robert Cross that had a big influence on you?
Uh, no, ma'am, not that I can think of.
Okay,
I probably the biggest influence people was probably my parents.
your
Well,
parents.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So being that you were more so influenced by your parents, still working in the boxing space that the gym that your parents own after school, what about in high school? Was that when you could start to see that you're blossoming into the young athlete that you can think of becoming?
Yes, yes. It was at that moment when I was playing basketball and boxing. It's kind of basketball was kind of a little hectic, so and I knew I was gonna have to choose one eventually. So I kind of translated the basketball, and I said this is what I want to do, and this is what I want to do for the rest of my life, and I want to make a career out of it. So from then on, like maybe like my 10th, 11th grade year, I put everything I had into it, and I just kept going from there.
Okay, and what high school did you attend?
Westover High School.
Westover Patriots. Awesome. My siblings graduated from Westover. So as you are about to transition out of high school, who helped you get on the path to where you're working in now?
My dad mostly, because he was the the man in high school with that push sports, and my mom focused more on education. So, my dad, we both teamed up and we made it do what it do.
Okay. So right after high school, what was the first um fight that you were in? How did
Uh,
that transition happen to come out of high school and to begin your career?
I was amateur in high school, and when when I graduated, I turned professional, and I had my first fight October October of 2022. That was my first professional fight during COVID, and then we just continued from there.
Okay. So let me go back to your amateur space. What grade were you in high school when you started boxing as an amateur?
Can you repeat that again? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. When you were in high school, you said that you started fighting as an amateur. So, what grade was that? And can you tell us how you got into that space of even being in the amateur? Did you have to go register with the state? Like, how did that happen?
Um, I think actually I started amateur maybe in middle school, but it was till I started going to like nationals and to the tournaments that got me ranked, and that kind of got me looked at. That was until high school, but I just got my signed with USA Boxing, the organization that for amateur boxing in the US. Uh, I just signed up for them and started looking for fights on the schedule, and uh, just went from there.
Okay. So, let me go back to middle school. You said that you started in a USA boxing in middle school. So, about that, what grade were you in middle school when you had your first amateur fight?
Um, Probably sixth grade.
Sixth grade, while at Robert Cross, which is a very demanding school. So, how are you able to balance all the schoolwork that Robert Cross requires their students to complete and then finding time to work out? How did that come together? Do you remember?
Um, just on time management before I go to the gym, or I try to do my work, and I just try to make all my time counts. And with doing my work, and so when I leave school or when I get home or the time I need to be in the gym, I can be training and getting ready for my fight. So just great time management.
Okay. And as you are in middle school, you're having your first fights. Eh, How did you come to know that organization that gave you the path you needed to become who you are? Like you said, USA Amateur Boxing. Like, was this something that you had to research, or was this something that your parents said, "Hey, this sounds like a good organization to connect with"?
That's the only um organization that do amateur boxing. So that's the only option. So when I said I wanted to start fighting amateur, my coaching things said that's a process I need to go through and the steps I need to take.
Okay. Because I've never heard of any path. You're the first person that I know who is a professional boxer. So I am very intrigued on how this came to be, because you just didn't start working as a professional. I'm sure there were steps you had to go through it. Okay,
Right.
so as you are fighting in amateur fights, you are doing well in your schoolwork because you went on from Robert Cross to high school and you're still as an amateur. Okay, so you said that you started with your first professional fight in 2022.
2020.
2020, excuse me, for 2020. This is during COVID. Yes. So in 2020 you had your first fight. Tell us about that experience of being in your first.
It was a great experience. It was way different from the amateurs.
How
It was
so?
it was during COVID. No headgear, smaller gloves, then it been on TV. So it was definitely different, and also it was no spectators because of COVID, so there was nobody there in attendance. But I
Where was
love
it?
this. My first one was in Las Vegas.
Wow, from Albany to Las Vegas, just like that.
Yes, ma'am.
Wow. And so you say that there was no one in attendance, no one in the crowd. You are fighting your first contender. You won. And then what comes next as a professional boxer?
Um, well, I had signed with a management team and a promoter team before that, and they lined me up to fight, and then it just continued on. Then it's just they started lining me up fights, and it just went from there.
Okay. So the management team and the promoter, they found you as an amateur. Do you remember what year that was?
My manager found me. My manager found me first, and then he found a promoter for me. So I found the manager in 2019, and then I found the promoter in 2020.
Okay, and this is all of you you researching yourself as well about the manager and the promoter, because this is a space that even though you are in the gym, this is all new to you, right? So you had to go and do a lot of research and educate yourself about what this process is about.
Right. Correct.
So after that first fight and you have your manager, you have your promoter,
Yeah.
what became the most challenging fight? Because to go from that first fight, you're currently undefeated with 12 fights that you have succeeded in. Has that been a really challenging one so far?
No, not that I can say. All of them, it's something different about each one of them. But I don't think nothing has been too challenging where I don't think I can handle it, or that was just too much for me. I think I can prepare and get ready for all of them pretty well. So I make it easy. I try to make the gym hard so the fight can be easy.
Okay, so tell us about your process of training. What does that schedule look like for you?
I train three to four times a day. Wake up, eat breakfast, go to the gym. Maybe do cardio or strength training. Go home. I know I'm eat again. Rest for a minute. Go back to the gym around 12. Work out, eat again, and finish the gym later that night at 7:30.
Okay. And let's say that when a fight is on your schedule, what's it like for you to be in your shoes 24 hours before you go to work? What is that mindset shift like?
Really just tunnel vision, just everything, just reflecting on the fight. Just relaxing, chilling, and I really try not to think too much of it. I just take it as another day. Cause I'm prepared for it for 2 months. So I just relax and chill and just get my mind ready and focused.
And for you to uh have this different shift in training from how you were when you were amateur versus now, like how has that changed over the years? Is there something you do more strenuous of, or like how has your process changed going from amateur to now professional?
Just more amateur. I was in school and things like that. So with me being professional now, this is my job. All I do every day is train. So I take it more serious, and this is how I live. So I put my all into it and give everything I got to my craft and to my training regimen.
Okay. And so as you are flourishing 12 and 0, that's outstanding. um what skills are needed if you are giving a seminar to high schoolers? What exactly does a high schooler need to know to follow in your footsteps and become a professional boxer?
First, you have to mentally be prepared because a lot of discipline with dieting and just being staying relaxed, having the right rest, proper nutrients for your body, proper rest for your body, proper recovery. So mentally, you have to be focused. And other than like basketball, this is a sport where you can get hurt in very bad. So you have to put you can't play it. You can't play Boston. So I say mentally they have to be ready. And after that, I would just say just find the right coach and right team and just follow your team and listen to your team and coach and take it from there.
Wonderful advice. And if you could prepare yourself for three ideal fighters that you would like to fight, who would they be?
I really don't have any fighters. I just want to be a world champion. So whatever fighters are in the way, or whatever fighter will help me get to be a world champion, and then those are fighters I want to take. And I'll be ready for those fighters when the time presents itself.
Oh, cool. Well, I have a set of questions to help the audience get to know you even better. It's some of them are quick response, which is fun questions, and I'm gonna ask them in rapid fire. Are you ready?
Yes,
All right. Dogs or cats?
dogs.
Window or aisle seat?
Window.
What book would you give as a gift?
Uh, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
What movie can you not resist watching if it came on right now?
Friday.
What's your favorite recipe to cook?
Eggs.
Eggs. Is that scrambled or what? How
Scrambled
do you make it?
scrambled with cheese.
Okay. What makes you laugh the most?
Uh, my family, because they know
Wonderful.
that nobody else knows.
Okay. And what is your ideal song or your ring entrance song? What is that go-to song for you?
Hitman Haven Salute by D Will.
Okay. If you could choose one superpower, what would it be?
To be able to fly.
Okay. And as you are a flying superhero, who is your arch enemy?
Uh, that's a great question. Anybody in the air, I can say, because I want to be the king of whoever in the air.
Okay. And who is your favorite person to follow on social media?
O'Shea Jones.
Okay. Who is O'Shea Jones?
My sister, my teammate.
Wonderful. Shout out to O'Shea. And if you could think about the word successful, you think about successful, who is the first person that comes to mind?
My mom.
Wonderful answer. If you could have a conversation with yourself from maybe 10 years ago, so go back 10 years, what would you tell yourself?
Um, Dedicate your whole life to it. It will pay off at the end.
Wonderful. And as we come to the end of the segment, I just have a few more questions for you. So many people have a lot of different opinions about the sport of boxing. Some think it is a sport of strategy and skills, and others think it's barbaric and inhumane. What is your take on the sport and your future in it?
I think it's a little both. I definitely think it's a lot of skill. You can be as dedicated as you would like and put your all into it. But if you just not a natural, you won't be as great as you want to be. I feel like you only be good if you don't have it. It's just not in you. Like it's not in your blood. Then I feel like you only could be good. But to be great, it gotta be in you. You're gonna have to take more than just hard work. You gotta have just that special talent.
Wonderful. And what is in the future for you as far as are there upcoming fights that we can look forward to seeing you in?
Um, I want to fight four times this year. To get back in the ring this summer. The late June, knocking down one bowling pin at a time.
Okay. We had a tech issue. We kind of lost that signal. You said that you're going to fight again this summer in June.
I said I would like to fight this summer, late June or early July, and I want to fight four times this year. So that'll be my second fight this year. So hopefully after June and July, I can get two more fights in the finish this year and have a small world title and small title. And I just want to keep knocking out each opponent one by one, bowling pin by bowling pin.
Cool. And my last two questions for you. Would you like to give some shout outs to your loved ones who have been supportive of you in your journey?
I'd like to give a shout out to my family, my mom, my dad, my little brother, and my coaches and my sister, O'Shea.
And how can people follow you on social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and whatnot? How can people follow you?
You can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Hitman Haven 3 and follow me on Facebook at Haven Brady Jr.
Awesome. Well, we've come to the end of today's spotlight for this awesome artist. If this podcast has entertained or helped you in any way, please share. Be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Dream of Drea across all social media platforms. Again, I'm Drea of Dream of Drea, a company with a mission to inspire, inform, and involve audiences through transcendent storytelling. Remember, wherever you are, right now is the perfect time to act on your dreams. Again, thanks to Haven Brady Jr. for sharing some tidbits of advice and his path to success. And we will see you all next time. Take it easy, everybody. Bye.